Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in today. Holochain has officially weaponized its immune system, pushing the Warrant system into its final production phase. We aren't just talking about decentralization, we're talking about a Kitsune 2-powered predator that outruns the exploit at sub-second speeds. No global consensus to wait for, no bottlenecks to exploit, just a peer-to-peer purge that hits bad actors before their first packet even clears the transport layer. What is a warrant? A warrant is a cryptographically signed piece of evidence generated by a validator when they detect a violation of the application's rules, the DNA. The crime? This could be a double spend attempt, a hash chain fork, trying to rewrite one's own history, or simply submitting data that doesn't follow the app's logic. The evidence. The warrant contains the specific invalid header or entry, the signature of the offender, and the signature of the detecting validator. It is a smoking gun that any other node can verify independently. But what if someone attempted a large-scale Sybil attack on Holochain? A Sybil attack is a type of security threat in computer networks where a single adversary creates multiple fake identities, called Sybil identities, to gain a disproportionately large influence over the network. Holochain's agent-centric architecture handles it through these three distinct phases. Phase 1. Detection. In this phase, the attack is identified not by a central authority, but by individual nodes acting as white blood cells. The trigger. A Sybil node attempts to interact with the network, either by publishing a false transaction, trying to validate a peer's data incorrectly, or providing inconsistent headers. Validation failure. The honest node receiving this data runs the app DNA. If the Sybil node's data violates the physics of the app, for example, a double spend or an invalid state transition, the honest node detects it immediately. The digital signature. Because every action on Holochain must be signed by the agent's private key, the Sybil node cannot hide. Its signature on the bad data serves as immutable proof of the attack. Phase 2. Gossip, the infection phase. Once a node detects a violation, it doesn't just keep that information to itself. It infects the rest of the network with the knowledge of the bad actor. The gossip mechanism. The detecting node generates a warrant. This is a cryptographically signed accusation that includes the proof of the invalid behavior. Spreading the word. This warrant is gossiped across the network faster than the attacker can create new identities. Because Holochain nodes only talk to a limited number of neighbors, the gossip spreads through peer-to-peer relay. Even if the attacker has 10,000 nodes, they cannot stop a legitimate node from telling its neighbors. The warrant labels the entire cluster of Sybil identities as malicious. Phase 3. Reaction, the antibody phase. The final phase is the immune response, the actual purging of the malicious actors from the network. Autonomous dropping. There is no master admin who bans the attacker. Instead, every individual node sees the warrant and the proof. If the proof is valid according to their own local rules, they simply stop routing data to the Sybil nodes. Network partitioning. The Sybil nodes are effectively blacklisted at the edge. They are no longer served data, their requests are ignored, and they are dropped from the DHT neighborhood. The result. The Sybil attack becomes invisible to the healthy part of the network. The attacker is still running their 10,000 nodes, but they are shouting into a void because the legitimate immune system has collectively decided to stop listening to those specific cryptographic signatures. Thank you for tuning in today. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more Holochain news. Until next time, Lithium X.